My name is Michel. As you can hear, I'm French. I live in London, but however, I'm finding myself in a beautiful island right now. I'm in Corsica, which is a small island in the south of France. I will tell you a little bit about my experience in travel and tourism, hoping it will encourage you to join this wonderful industry or stay in that industry if you're already working there. In fact, I've been spending 38 years with basically one company, Hertz, the current company. It's an iconic brand who has been created about 100 years ago. And I joined Hertz in 1980, actually in the south of France. I didn't know what I would do with my life, but found that opportunity and certainly do not regret it. I had a fantastic experience. In fact, as soon as I started, it was a revelation. I was given the responsibility for one store. There was no computer, nothing, and I was in charge of basically running that store. One employee, doing my local sales, serving customers, washing cars, taking reservations, doing my own administration. It was fantastic. And then I've been lucky because it was such a great company. I had a diversity of roles. My career actually took off pretty quickly. And I worked, in operations, running stores, regions. I was in HR, sales, marketing, pricing. I was given the opportunity to manage countries like Italy, like France. And then in 2000, about 20 years ago, I came to London. And my territory, if you will, expanded to Europe, the Middle East, Africa, Asia, Pacific, Latin America. It was unbelievable. And I was in charge of all the operations for Hertz. I set up the North America. So I was the group president for the company. I left Hertz about a year ago, and now I'm leveraging this great experience that I have acquired and all of my learnings to help out, to advise. I'm building a portfolio of advisory roles, trying to reinvent myself. I'm my own startup. In fact, I'm advising startups, corporations, investors. I'm also an ambassador for the World Travel and Tourism Council, which is a big association and the voice of the industry with private and public sectors. But probably the dearest to my heart is the GTTP. That's a not-for-profit, the Global Travel and Tourism Partnership, which aim is in about 16 countries with the support of global travel partners to attract and inspire young people like yourself to join the industry. And that's what I'm trying to do today with you. Severe. But my experience, it is a very resilient industry. It comes back. And now, more than ever, this industry is stepping up, getting together, joining forces, talking to governments to get the right support and work together to make travel a safe and still enjoyable experience. In fact, throughout the many crises that industry has faced so far, it's always shown a unique ability to adapt, transform, and I would say reinvent itself. And that's actually very exciting. So now we are seeing new trends emerging, existing trends accelerating. It's all around personal experience at a local level, getting closer to local communities. We're now using this word staycation, where inhabitants of a country are rediscovering their own countries and the wonders that it has to offer. We're talking about slow, sustainable travel, a combination of technology and people. And I think the young generation, are really, driving that trend forward. And I think it's a good thing for the world in general. So I'm very confident that, notwithstanding what we're going through right now, there are a lot of opportunities. It will remain a growing industry, an industry that creates jobs at a time where so many industries destroy jobs. And because it's creating jobs, 1 on 5 new jobs on the planet is in travel. Well, that industry needs talent. It needs you. You need people who share that same passion.
Hi everyone, my name is Zina Bencheikh. I'm the Managing Director for Intrepid Travel in Europe, Middle East and Africa. I've started traveling at a very young age when I was only 1 year old, and my parents took us, my sister, to different countries, and I've been exposed to different cultures quite young. And I think this is what really gave me the envy to work in the travel industry for a very long time. Although I ended up working for Intrepid Travel 10 years ago, a bit by mistake, because in fact I was working for a large auditing company before back in Paris, and really ended up joining Intrepid as a finance manager, because that was the only job I could find back at that time in Marrakesh, which is my hometown, and I was looking forward going back working there. So ended up in the travel industry and working for Intrepid by mistake, but didn't regret a second that it happened, because since then I spent 10 amazing years growing within the company from a job to another, to the point where I am now today, and based out of London, looking after this huge, amazing region with very diverse people below working with me, and it's been an amazing adventure so far. So I guess what I'd like to talk to you today in terms of what are the future opportunities, and we are in the middle of the biggest crisis that the travel industry has ever experienced before. But I want to say that if you like to travel and if you like to work in a dynamic environment where there are many diverse opportunities, it is the best industry. It's an industry that you can enter from a very low level or entry level to get into top levels quite easily. It's been the fastest growing ever industry in the world, and I guess we know that people will always want to travel, no matter what is happening right now. We know that travel will bounce back. And when it does, I think you can use this opportunity to make the world a better place by working in the travel industry. I think we shouldn't be aspiring for things to go back to normal, but rather to redefine what new normal or what normal will mean, and use this time as a chance for us to rethink about how we travel and how we can make more ethical and sustainable travel in the future. If I could give you a piece of advice that I would give to my younger self, don't be afraid to drive the change you want to see in the world. I have always believed that, and I've always done it myself, and I believe this is what got me to the place where I am today. Working in travel gives you the opportunity to be this chance, and you are the younger generation, so take that opportunity and make it happen. Why it's important to get involved with ITT, Future You Initiative. For me, I wish I had this resource when I was younger to learn about travel and learn from professionals in the industry that are now all available through ITT. It's also an amazing networking platform. It's a great platform for you to support launching your own profile and start your career. And also love the fact that ITT promotes equal opportunities. It's one of the best thing about travel is that it does open everyone's mind, increase tolerance among people from diverse backgrounds, religions, and ethnicities. And this diversity is really the best thing about travel and about working in the travel industry. It's extremely engaging. It's really important, and it's really important to me. So it was a great pleasure to be here today with you, and I wish you all a very bright future in the travel industry. Thank you very much.
So hello to everybody listening to me. My name is Jonathan Raggett, and I am the Managing Director of Carnation Hotels. We're a global brand. We're 20 luxury boutique hotels around the world, with 6 here in London, another 2 in the UK, some in Ireland, Geneva, South Africa, and Florida, and 2 in the Channel Islands. I've been in the hospitality business, and specifically the hotel business, all of my life since leaving school. When I was 15, 16 years old, I was unsure as to exactly what career I wanted to take. But I always had a strong interest in food. I'd managed to go to 1 or 2 hotels, not necessarily to stay, but look around. I always liked people, and I thought they were the traits potentially to be a hotelier. So having studied at school and not done terribly well in my exams, I decided I wanted to embark on a career within hospitality. And I went to a hotel school in Westminster. I did a 3-year HND, as it was then, a higher national diploma. I did well because it was a subject that I enjoyed. I enjoyed doing it. I preferred it to the schoolwork that was set. This gave me more flexibility, and it was a subject, as I say, that it really got under my skin. I enjoyed, and really from the day of leaving Westminster, I've moved into the hospitality business, and I've done a management programs. I've done every single job within a hotel. I certainly wouldn't profess to be as great as a head chef with my cooking, but I do have some cooking skills. I certainly can't make beds as quickly as our great housekeeping staff. The one thing I do stand proud for is that there's not a job in the hotel that I would ever turn my back on and not do. And so my career really rose because I did work hard. I liked what I did. I got lucky. I think everyone needs breaks in life. And for the last 20 years, having worked for various other hotel companies, I landed with Red Carnation Hotels. When I joined, we had 3 properties. And today, as I mentioned, we're up to 20 properties. So I'm often asked if hospitality is the right career choice for people. And obviously, I have a very strong bias and to suggest that it is. But I've got a bit of a warning too. If you don't like people, if you don't care, if you're not kind, then I would say hospitality is definitely not for you. Hospitality is for those people that like to please others, that like to do their best for others. And if you enjoy working with people and looking after people, then you're well on the way to being right for this business. And this business gives people so many opportunities. I chose the route of going through the operation and making my way up to MD. But we have various programs within Red Carnation Hotels, which means not everybody wants to be a general manager or an MD. Some people get into the operation and decide they like the marketing side, so they specialize in marketing. Others get into it and they see they like the people and culture side, so they specialize in that. There's chances within accounting too. There's chances within sales. So what I love about hospitality, it's not a cul-de-sac. It gives you a wide range of options for you to decide which one is best for you. And hard work in any industry, in any business, is needed to reach the top. But you have the traits that I just explained, and you come into a business like ours, and most hotel companies, get more development, get more training, you can reach the top at really quite a young age. The general managers that work with and for me have all been in the roles now for a number of years, and they've all made general manager before the age of 40, and 3 of them were general managers at 30. So yes, they're very good, bit of luck, but in so many businesses, you need to be much older than that to be running multi-million pound dollar businesses. In hospitality, you get there quicker if you work hard. It's a bit cliched this, but I always quite like using it. The owner of our company, a lady called Beatrice Tolman, who's our founder and president, genuinely says that she has never worked a day in her life. She works terribly hard. She hardly has any sleep. She's always calling myself and general managers to talk to us. But what she means is that she enjoys doing what she does so much that it actually doesn't feel like work to her. And on a personal level, I keep in contact with people that I were at school with, and some are bankers, some are insurance and stockbrokers and doctors. And nearly all of them have Monday morning blues. They don't look forward to going back to work. For me, I always relish it. I like time off, of course. I like to recharge my batteries. But I have very, very few days where I feel I don't want to go to work, because again, I enjoy it. And I think when you enjoy things in life, you tend to do things better. And I think that's the culture we have within this hospitality business. It's not for everybody, but it is for you. It is a wonderful, wonderful career.